Hello YouTube and welcome to another fun-filled episode of the weekly Deathmatch. Today's episode is once again in Destiny 2 and it is once again Control. But here's why. It's like the 5th match I've recorded today and they've all been shite, and this match is pretty shite as well. But I want to show off the Ace of Spades, not that I do it any justice in this clip. I don't think I even get any memento mori kills. But whatever, we're just going with this because I'm gonna lose my goddamn mind, and the angrier I get, the worse I play, if that's even possible to play any worse than I normally do. So yeah, the match sucked. Well, it didn't suck. Watching it back, it might not suck as bad. There's a couple funny moments which I always look for in a weekly deathmatch. I just decided it was good enough, basically. My first match was 6 minutes long. Because literally my team, I had 2 AFK people, 2 people who didn't know how to play a first person shooter. It was just me and this other guy, and we got like 8 kills each, and then Shax was like, I'm calling it. I got really sad. And then I joined halfway through another capture match, and then I didn't capture the next capture match because it was a capture match, and then this one was also a capture match, but I decided, you know what, here's the thing. If it was capture the flag, it would be very much an objective-driven game mode. It wouldn't be deathmatch. And while this also isn't deathmatch, the objectives are very they're not optional because you get different points depending on how many you've got. But it is still very much driven by killing the enemy team. So I feel like it loosely falls into deathmatch. So I'm going to allow it. I could have just queued for supremacy, I guess, but maybe I'll think of that next time. I don't know why they've given it its own playlist now, but maybe I'll give it a go. Maybe I won't. The gear I'm using is still a bit mismatched. I'm still kind of in the process of gearing up and getting my set together and shit. But I forgot to bother equipping any kind of crucible based gear, so I'm just using Karnstein gauntlets. But here's the thing, it gives me health when I melee kill someone, and that's just something I used to have with attunement of hunger or devouring something or other, but I'm now using attunement of fission, so this kind of gives me that back, so that's nice. There is a very loud car going down the road. I think this happens every time I record a goddamn weekly deathmatch. But yeah, Ace of Spades. So this is a gun that you get. This is Cayde's gun, and you get it by doing a quest line. It's not called a quest line, but basically a quest line. And there's a Gambit objective, a Crucible objective, not in this order, I don't remember, and there's like a world content objective and a strength objective, and it's something like that anyway. And I've never really been a fan of the weapon quests in Destiny 2 just because I don't really play enough of it to really get that deep into it, but I really enjoyed this. It was so satisfying unlocking it, and it had a really sweet moment at the end too. It was very lore based. It was nice. It was just nice. But it's a cool hand cannon because when you get a kill with it, you get like a much faster reload, and when you reload you get a buff of 6 bullets called memento mori, which do more damage. So it's good in PvP for people who know how to use a damn gun, but I'm not great at hand cannons in PvP. One of the parts of a weapon quest was to get precision kills with any hand cannon in Crucible though, so I'm a little bit better than I used to be, but I'm not. By the way, I have a blocked nose, so if I sound a bit weird, that's probably why. So I was originally gonna jump into the Black Ops 4 beta and maybe do that for this week's weekly deathmatch, but unfortunately it's still locked for people who haven't pre-purchased it, and I'm probably not going to buy that game. I'm just kind of curious. I played Black Ops 1 on PS3 a little bit, probably maybe 20 hours or so multiplayer-ish. That's about all the Call of Duty experience I have, and I won't lie, it's fun. But from what I've heard, that is just a Call of Duty experience and you just rehash it every year. But apparently this one has Battle Royale mode, and apparently it's better than PUBG, like it outdoes PUBG at PUBG's own game, because it's like a more serious kind of a Battle Royale. So I decided to download it and give it a shot, and it unlocks at 6 PM, so I may have some words to say about it next week, if I remember. If it makes enough of an impact on me, and I remember to do that. But I'm wondering if it's going to have the kind of season pass thing where you buy it and then you've got to level up your pass to get all of the stuff out of it. I was thinking about this earlier this morning. I was actually talking about this on Twitter because Rocket League has started doing that, and I play some Rocket League, but not a whole lot, not enough to warrant getting a pass. Because the problem with those passes is you buy them and a few months later they put out a new one and you can no longer earn the stuff in the old one. And for people who have nothing to do but play video games all day long, that's fine. But for people who have got to work, that's not fine. And I remember I bought one of the Fortnite ones, and I had a lot of trouble getting out to tier 100 in time, and I did, but there was still some stuff I felt like I couldn't unlock with the skins, the variables or whatever. And to be fair, they did fix that with the next one. They said that if you have an upgradable skin, you get to continue upgrading it at the end of the season, after the season, all that stuff. But I've kind of fallen off playing Fortnite, so this other second season pass that I bought for Fortnite is now a waste because I'm only like 30 or 40 tiers into it, and I really wanted the skin at the end at tier 100. But I'm not gonna turn a video game into a damn chore, because that's not what I play video games for. And I just feel like with those kind of passes, yeah, you should limit the availability of them, but when you buy them, you should be able to work your way through them at any point, at any time. Like, maybe make it easier during those few months with the challenges or whatever, and then it's harder because you just need XP, and the challenges are gone, or something like that. I don't know. Just make it so you can earn those things, even if it's more of a grind, because you've already paid for them. It's annoying. And the reason I won't play the reason I won't buy the Rocket League pass is for that reason, because I don't play enough Rocket League, and I won't earn the things I want to earn, and then I'll just get frustrated, and then I'll stop playing Rocket League. That's how that worked with Fortnite. Just a bit of advice for you developers. But how do I transition between these two subjects? At least I can play Fortnite. A game I can't play is Spider-Man because I don't own a PS4. But that game looks amazing, and as someone who is a fan of Spider-Man and has read some comics and watched the movies, and I just like Spider-Man. Lots of people like Spider-Man. I like Spider-Man. You probably like Spider-Man. What's not to like about Spider-Man? He's a man who does things like a spider. Okay, I'll stop. I really want that game, and it's made by Insomniac, the developers who did Ratchet & Clank, one of my favourite game series of all time. And I'm really pleased that they've done such a good job, because they deserve to like get all the praise that they're getting for it and like stuff like that, and get more mainstream recognition, I guess, because Ratchet & Clank hasn't really been a mainstream game since 2004. If it even was then, I'm not like, I didn't exactly know much about the gaming industry back then. I was 9, but I can't play Spider-Man on PS4, so I'm watching someone play for it. And I really like that version of Spider-Man, which is a little bit older. Like, not too old, but he's like in his early 20s, he's kind of got a job, he's already got some experience. That version isn't getting much love lately, and I like that version a lot. But one thing I can play, transitioning back the other way between subjects because I'm just flawless at commentary. On a whim, I bought Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, and it's amazing. The noise he makes at the end of a level when you get all the treasure and stuff. I don't remember what noise it is, but he makes toad noises. He's like, I can't do it, but he makes great noises. I used to fucking hate Toad. I thought he was a little shit, but now he's adorable, stomping around. Little bastard can't jump though. Like, learn to jump. Are your tiny little legs just too tiny? You can't jump? Apparently the reason why he can't jump, or why the game's designed around that, is because originally it was going to be Link from Legend of Zelda, kind of like a little chibi version of him wandering around and picking up loot and stuff. But they decided to go with a Mario themed thing, and so they chose Toad instead. And canonically the reason he can't jump is because he's got too much treasure in his backpack, and it's too heavy. You can't jump with a heavy backpack, you're not going to get much air. So, but it's a really, really charming kind of puzzle platformer, if you can even call it a platformer without jumping. Strangely, it kind of is a platformer anyway. But that's my thoughts on Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, and I hope you have enjoyed this very mediocre gameplay. I got a bright Engram from it. I got a few other things from it. What I also got from it was unending dissatisfaction in my own skill level. When am I ever going to be good? At anything, really.